Greetings and welcome back, dear students. In this part of video, we will be discussing about picture composition. And as we all aware that picture composition is a part of compulsory section of composition for 20 marks. So those who wants to attempt the picture composition, this topic will help you to find out the tactics and the basics required for making a picture composition in effective way. So hope that at the end of this session you will understand that how we can develop composition with the help of the given picture. Let's study with the PPT, then you can thoroughly understand the concept and its clarities and the thoughts and the concepts required for the picture composition. Let's take a look at. Here we begin.
The topic picture composition. Picture composition is one of the important part of essay writing for the 20 marks, and here step by step we will be discussing about the basics and the facts. Let's begin here. Introduction. What does picture composition means? Actually, picture composition is a stimulus for a picture composition which can have a cartoon picture or only a picture or a series of pictures. Stimulus is an inspiration or the basic what is asked in the picture composition. So you need to understand that in picture composition you can have a special cartoon or only a picture or a series of pictures. Based on that, you need to compose the essay in and around 300 to 350 words. Let's take a look at how we can do it in effective way. In the introduction, some more points you need to keep it in mind, that is, it can have some dramatic one to suggest the relation between the people or depicting the place or event. So when you are attempting, you need to understand that how we can relate the picture composition. It can be relation between the people or the place or the event in a dramatic way. So before attempting, what we should do, we should study the picture carefully. Now understood the concept clearly with the help of picture. Then try to understand that what it suggests. It suggests a story or a description or gives an idea about the event. So basically, you need to understand these factors clearly and then you can move on further. So here you need to correlate the things in such a way that you will clearly get an idea and you will try to convince the reader according to the picture composition. So basically, in order to understand the concept clearly, when you understand or take a look at the picture, you may ask some questions to yourself, and these questions are examples we can ask like, who are these people, where are they right now in the picture, what has just happened to them, or what is just about to happen next. Like that, varieties of the questions you can ask regarding the picture, or what they are saying to each other, what they are doing. So you will just understand the clear concept when you ask such kind of a questions, and it will help you to develop the plot by considering the various points such as we have discussed right now. And once you are able to do like that, you will definitely understand the situation and you can develop the plot in a very better and effective way. This is what the introduction you should have to understand before attempting the picture composition. That is must and essential part you have to do before attempting it. Move on to the next. Let's study what are some basics of picture compositions, and that will help you to develop in a very effective way. in picture composition, what it is asked generally in a question. So in the exam, the question on picture composition is like this. You may be asked to write a story or a description of what you see in the picture, or write an account of the thoughts and feelings that the picture suggests to you. So there are basically three ideas you can draw from any picture composition, and any one, the best one, you can try to write as your answer. Means we can develop a story with the help of that picture, or if you like, you can describe the picture in an effective way, or look at the picture and try to understand or express your feelings and the thought regarding that picture. And that is only you need to do, or you are supposed to do in the picture composition. So out of these three, you have to choose your best, and then your answer must be related to the picture. You can choose any one, a story, a description, or feelings or thought, but make sure that that answer must be based on the picture given to you. So we shall be studying all these 3 points in detail, how you have to compose a story or a description or thoughts and feelings in detail. And finally, you will understand the concepts in a clear and better way. I already told that we can develop a story with the help of the picture. How to develop a story? The points to be kept in mind, that is, if you want to develop a story of the picture given to you in the exam, you must have a plot, that is story for your picture. Then you can have some characters. You have to develop some characters according to the picture suggested to you, and you can create the atmosphere. Okay, and then all these three combinations will make up a very best story out of that picture. Then if the photograph is showing as an action, or photograph has an action in that, then based on the action, what we can do? You can imagine that you are one of the people. Many people may be given into the story. You can think about yourself, you are one of them, and involve yourself and set a story. You can involve yourself into that story, and you can move a story around yourself, attached with the people and the event into the story in a very better and developed way. So that is what you have to do if you want to develop a story. For that, you may have such kind of a pictures which may be showing some actions. So you can involve yourself into that picture and try to correlate the story in a very effective way attached to the picture. Some more points you should keep it in mind. Add interesting relation between you and other people in the story. As you are the main concern into the story, you can have your relation with other people in the story, and then we can develop it in a better way. Then following this one, what should we do? We should understand some concepts, just like facial expressions of the people, what are the gestures they are showing, what type of clothes the people have been wearing, the positions of the characters and the objects too, means where they are placed, how they are placed, the positions you must observe it properly. And if you observe it in a better way, you will definitely get some very nice touch into the story, and you can develop it in a very effective way. Next one, look at the picture carefully and try to imagine that what is happening right now into the picture. And with the help of that, you can conclude that what is going to happen next, or what will be the effect in the future. Like that, we can try to relate with the help of the picture given to you. So like that, we can try to develop a story which will be very sensible in some or the other way. These are the facts you should keep it in mind when you are developing a story based on the picture composition given to you. And if you follow these tips, your story will be the best one, and there are chances to score best marks in picture composition. Next, as it is suggested that we can describe a picture too. Now, while describing picture is totally writing different than a story. So writing a story and describing a picture, it is totally different point of view. So suppose you decided to describe a picture, what point you should keep it in mind. So here are the points. First, pay attention to the details and the related with overall effect. This means you have to clearly attend and understand the details given into the picture, and that you have to relate with the overall effect of the picture. So picture you may have somewhat like that. If it is asked to describe you, then you have to relate each and every detail given into the picture and then pay the attentions in a very detailed way. So you can describe also in a very effective way. Some other points to keep it in mind while describing it. Decide the angle of the attack. Means how you should have to describe it. First you have to keep it in mind the angle, how to start it. Narrow the focus on the whole or specific detail of the pictures. If you want to write the description of the whole picture at a time, yeah, that also you can do. Or you want to give the specific detail regarding the picture, that also will work out. So first you decide how you are going to start writing. If not, then you can concentrate on to the details first and then widen the focus on the whole. Suppose you are just wanted to understand the image properly, then small details you can learn properly first and then come to the whole part of the description. So slowly we can develop like that also, and we can give the whole picture descriptions too. Then establish the connection between the details and the picture as a whole. So whatever details have been given, that you study properly one by one and develop the picture as a whole later on into the form of descriptions. How we can understand that? Here you can see the examples. A car parked with the open door. Observe it. These are the parts or the short details given into the picture. Then a child smile, a shadow. Then we can have the angle at which the cap is on, a clenched fist. Like that you can observe some details from that, and these details will add you to make the clear description of the picture given to you. And once you have selected the details and form a descriptions, you are on a right track. And if you do so, definitely one by one you will develop the details and make a whole part of the story that will eventually lead to have what? The basically best and effective picture composition with the help of description. These are some of the points you should keep it in mind to describe the picture if you want to go for picture composition. Describe a picture on the third point of view, that is describing thoughts and feelings. So rather than writing a story and description, if you want to describe your feelings and the thoughts with the help of picture, that also will work out. How we can try to do? Look at some of the pictures are given like that. So we can try to take a look at the picture. If you are unable to write a story and a description of that picture, we can go for thoughts and feelings. For that, what points should be considered? And the points are: first, here picture becomes a starting point for the writer to choose it. Imagination power means picture gives you the starting point, and then accordingly we can start imagining ourselves, and with the help of great imagination power we can write about feelings and thoughts. Here you can use feeling and thoughts beyond the picture and generally can follow this plan. Really, you can take your picture composition at a great extent if you feel and thought about the picture to you, and then you can really write in an exceptional way. For that, you can follow the given plan. What is the plan for that? First, you can add introduction. Now in introduction, what points you should keep it in mind? First, general description and its effect on the writer. Describe in a short about the picture in a short, and then what effects does it have on the writer, that we can try to make it. How we will try to be here? Take a look at here how we can try to do that. Second, the body part. In the body part, you can write down the narration, the thoughts and the feelings according to the picture. Means whatever thoughts and the feelings comes according to the picture, that we can narrate in an effective way into the form of body of the composition, and in the conclusion a balanced outcome of feelings and thoughts. we can have the proper feelings of balanced of feelings and thoughts in the conclusion part, and like that we can try to have the feelings and the thoughts in a better and effective way.